not be in this land, but by sword and famine, they gonna be consumed. The same measure that they meet, the same way, I'm gonna say an interruption, because it's literally an interruption, or you can say, or it's a deception too. By manner of deception, they were deceiving these people from getting to where they needed to be, because they were refusing to tell these people the truth. So they were telling these people, you're not going to run into sword and famine, when the whole entire time they were. So he says, okay, I'll tell you what, you run into it. But now remember what I said. Not only the external prophets, but what about your prophet? Amen. What about the stuff you're saying to yourself? What about how you are prophesying stuff to yourself? What about the lies that you are telling to yourself? What about the lie that you're saying to yourself? I ain't ever going to get it right. Well, that's a lie. What about the lie that you're selling yourself for not believing what God has said about you? That's a false prophet. That's a prophet. What about the lie that keeps telling you that it's okay to continue on when the scripture says, shall we continue in sin? God forbid. That's what it says. Shall we continue in sin? Once we've been introduced to the truth, shall we continue in sin? God forbid. But see, a lie will keep telling you that it's all right. A lie will keep telling you that it's okay. You just ask God to forgive you, and it's okay. A lie will keep telling you that. It'll keep telling you that there's no dead end up ahead. That's what a lie will keep telling you. And a lie will keep telling you that to the point that it literally done pulled you strictly away now. So now it's headed for destruction. That's what a lie will keep doing. It's very important that we understand who we are to listen to. It's very important that as the prophet of our own lives, because every one of us have a prophet within our own selves, we are our own prophets. You should speak over yourself to say, I will live and not die. I am abundantly blessed. I am favored of God. I am the righteousness of God. I live a holy life unto the Lord. I live a dedicated and consecrated life unto the Lord. I am not a slave to sin. I am a yielder of that is righteous. I'm manifesting the fruit of God. I am manifesting the blessings of God. They overtake my life. They overtake my family's life. We live in the abundance of God. We live in the abundance of joy, righteousness, peace, and favor, and temperance, and meekness, and joy is our portion. You are prophesying over your life concerning things when you say that. But if you say something else, you're prophesying against yourself. And the people to whom they prophesy shall be cast out into the streets of Jerusalem because of the famine and the sword, and they shall have none to bury them, their wives, nor their sons, nor their daughters, for I will pour their wickedness upon them. This is saying that it's going to jeopardize the whole family. See, that's why I don't be studying folk when they be talking about what I do don't affect nobody else. You a lie. You a lie. The way the Lord had this world created, y'all, we ought to be smart enough to see stuff like this. I'm not the smartest person. Sometimes I be mad because I'm just not as smart as I would like to be. I be seeing them 4.0 folks and all this old kind of stuff. But look, check this out right here. I do have sense enough to know this. I do know that everything is evolving. I'm smart enough to know that. I know that Adam and Eve bore some kids. Those kids bore some kids. And those kids bore some kids. And those kids bore some kids. And it's all doing what? Evolving, right? So if it's something that is evolving, how is what I do not affecting my children? It does affect it. It does affect them. I'll take my stuff myself. I'll stand on stuff. I'll stand on my own. Nobody got to stand for me. Yeah, this is the thing about it. Nobody's going to stand for you in judgment. It's going to be what happens with you in the judgment. But you got to think about what your judgment going to consist of. Your judgment is going to consist of what you did to hurt other folks. Huh? My judgment is going to consist of what did I do that wrecked some other folks' lives. Huh? My judgment is going to show how my sins caused some other folk to have to go through. Even though it's me standing there. My punishment is what's going to be mine. But my choices affect other folk. Make it plain, Pastor Lee, I will. If Ricky Ticket decides right now that Ricky Ticket is going to go and go rob the bank. Ricky Ticket got 3 kids at home. Ricky Ticket going to go rob this bank. Now Ricky Ticket is the one that's going to get the sentences from the judge concerning whatever time Ricky Ticket serves. But them children is going to be suffering too. Because they ain't got Ricky Ticket now. So you stand alone in your punishment. But the result of the choice you make still has an effect. And that's why the judgment comes. Because of the effect. So do you see how many people's lives you messed up their feet? Why? For real, God? Yes. Yes. Your decision to do that impacted this person. Wait a minute, hold up. You mean it? What? Oh, I just thought it was just me. God help me. I thought it was just me. See, I thought what I was doing was just on me. I didn't realize that it was affecting other people. Yeah, why? Because they are connected to you. Everything is evolving. Your mama's blood is in you. Your daddy's blood is in you. Your blood is in your children. Their daddy's blood is in them children. Everything is evolving. So it is affecting all the way around. But people tend to think, no. No. I may go do something by myself right now. Me, by myself. Don't take none of y'all with me to do it. And I go do it. It's not right. And I get tripped up in something. Is it going to affect y'all or not? Yeah. Sure is. Yeah. Sure is. Even though you're not with me when I do it, it's going to affect you. Because it's going to literally do something to me internally as to where who I was with you as a whole person now, I'm not that whole person anymore. You understand? See, I stand before y'all now as a whole young lady. I ain't did nothing. You know what I'm saying? No more than what, I spit off a few words. I ain't got no business. God help me with that. But I haven't done anything that is broken. So I stand before y'all whole in love and truth with you. I have no hidden agenda. No airs with any of you. Anything, hiding nothing. Withholding nothing with any of you. I stand before you now in truth. Let me go out there and get in some sin. I bet you I can't stand before y'all like that no more. Even though you might not know I did. But I can't stand before you whole like that no more now, because why? I ain't whole no more. I'm not whole no more. Sin is in my life. Sin done entered in. So I'm not whole anymore. And what if that part that's not whole anymore you need one Sunday? They'll think quit. Come on, God. Huh? What if you need that broken part? That part that I done let sin get in. What if you come in here and die in need of that? And I can't use it. Because I'm not whole in that anymore. But all I was thinking about when I did my little thing was just me, see. It does affect other people. It does. There are people that are literally backsliding because of other folk now. Because you become a bridge for people to get across. You become that intercession for them to make it across a troubled time. And so if the bridge breaks, you can't get across. So if they identify, y'all don't notice that bridges got names, don't you? Y'all notice that? You pass bridges got names. They can identify. So if you are a bridge, you got a name now. They know if you're supposed to be a bridge to get over. They know that they're supposed to be, I'm supposed to went across their thing. That bridge called their thing. I was supposed to ride across that bridge right there. But when I got there, the bridge was but see, Delphine was thinking at the time she could just go on off and just do her own thing, see. Because this was what she wanted, see. You know, this was her thing. What she wanted. Because the prophet had done got in her head and told her that God was going to understand that she was horny. You know, that she wanted the party or however, whatever the case may be. God was going to understand that so then she could cut out for a minute. But how about if them people came at that moment needing to get across that bridge? And I wasn't there. I wasn't there. See, that's the reason why the Bible says, in the day that you hear the Lord calling, harden not your heart. You done heard him call you. You don't need to be shucking and jiving no more. You don't need to step toward it. You don't need to step toward it. You don't need to toward it. Bottom line. Now, all of us are bridges. But you know when it's time for your bridge to be used. God help me. You know when it's time for your bridge to be used, and you're going to hear him call you. You're going to know for a fact that this is the time my life is supposed to change. Why? Because now somebody else is going to need to get across. And you know this. People know they done been called. They know it. They know they done been called to live a righteous life. But choose to still want to listen to the false prophets. The false prophets of lies that say, oh, you know, it's going to be all right. I understand. Baby, listen, somebody was needing to see you at that moment. Somebody was needing to get across that bridge, and you were going somewhere laying over somebody. You were somewhere doing something you didn't have no business, and somebody was right there at that moment needing to be across. And then you'll let the lie be told to you about, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be in wherever you need to be at the right time. Now listen, let me tell you why that's a funky lie. And I'm saying it, I like to say something else. I'm going to tell y'all why that's a lie right there. And because of this right here, you can be in the wrong place. You can miss your moment. You know, you're going to be where you're supposed to be. No, baby. You know God done called you to live a righteous life. What's the problem? What's the problem? You know this. You know God done called you out of sin. He done called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. What's the problem? What's the problem? He called you because it's now time for you to be a bridge. It's now time for you to make difference in somebody else's life to get them over. God done gave you all the time that you needed. How much more you need? You being selfish now taking other folks' time. That's what they were doing. That's what they were doing. You being selfish in the situation, in the matter. Now, God done already, you doing what's that old saying they got out here? You gave you a mile and you want two. Or you want your cake and eat it too. Ain't that what they say? Yep. So that's the situation. Listen, I'm telling y'all, when God done called you, God called you because it's time for you to be a bridge.